Hey guys, and welcome back. This is Philip, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you an amazing website which will do all the repetitive and boring work for you. So this website is called Magical, and in this tutorial I'm going to use it in three main ports. The first port is to scrape emails and vital information of contacts from different websites like LinkedIn. The second part is I'm going to create an automation that once it's called out, it will happen and it will be activated automatically. And the third part is how to use Magical to create automatic replies on different emails and messages. So let's get started and see how this works. So in order to start using Magical, you can click on Get Started for free, or you can just head to Google extensions, then choose Chrome Web Store and search for Magical extension. Then you just need to click on Add to Chrome and wait for the extension to download successfully. So once it's downloaded, you will find this page. So in order to start using files, I can either go to the extensions on the top and choose Magical, or I can click on this icon on the right. Then if I want to scrape this data, I can go to one of these automations to decide which type of action I want, or I can just create a new automation. So I'm intending to transfer this information to an Excel sheet so that I can use it in my marketing list or any other use. So if I searched on these automations, I will find that one of these automations actually will allow me to add to a new spreadsheet. So I'm going to use this automation. And now, before choosing all tabs to transfer this data, I want to make sure that my data is going to be transferred successfully and in a correct manner. So by clicking on this first icon, you will see how Magical will link between placeholders like full name, first name, and other placeholders and the existing information which exists in front of you in these different tabs. So if I clicked on this icon, you will find how it's linked between both. So in email here, it's linked with an email. If I clicked on find, you will find that it's not linked to an email, and I'm not sure if this is the problem because this person didn't add his email or because Magical can't identify the email. So I'm going to move to another person and I'm going to click on Magical, do the same step, and if I clicked on find, now the email is correctly identified. So Magical can identify the email, but this person in particular didn't add an email. So I can see from this green highlight how information is connected. So full name, for example, is connected to this port, as you can see. First name is connected to the first name here. Last name is connected to this port, and you can also check all the other information. So let's suppose that one of this information is not linked. So you can do the same by going to the information that you are interested in. So for example, this word that is written in Arabic actually refers to his school. So I can't find any school here in these placeholders. So I can click on this particular information and I can choose to add it a label, which is school name. By clicking on save, and if I tried to check it out now, I will find that it's highlighted in green before it was not highlighted, and it's added here in my different labels. So this is how it works. This is how you verify if your data is linked correctly, if Magical is able to recognize these different labels and link them to the existing tab that you are using. So if you are satisfied with this result, you can click on done. This means that you are satisfied with the information that is linked between both Magical and the existing web pages. And if you want to start transferring this data to a spreadsheet, as we said before, you can head to add a new spreadsheet, or if you are interested in any other type of automation that does not exist in the preset automations here, you can click on add or create new automation. For this tutorial, I'm just going to add to a new spreadsheet. So now you can use this tab only to just add a row in a spreadsheet, or you can use all the tabs so that all the 5 tabs will be transferred to your spreadsheet. And now my spreadsheet has successfully updated 5 rows here that contain the data that I asked for. So this is how easy you can scrape data from different web pages and transfer them into like a spreadsheet or any other type or form of data. So this is the first part. So let me just cancel some of these open tabs and move on to the next part, which is how to use automated or triggered actions that will be activated once a specific trigger happens. And this is done by going to Magical by clicking on the extension itself. So this is the page that you are going to land to start creating your message that is going to be automated once a specific trigger happens. But let me just show you a single feature that is going to be interesting for you before doing this step, which is adding information automatically using Magical. So we can, as we said, we can just transfer data to Excel sheets, but what if you want to use this data to fill other forms online? Like for example, you want to use it for your CRM panel, for example, and you want to add a customer. So let's say that I want to add this person as my customer in this CRM panel, which is Fresh Sales, that I'm going to use for this tutorial. So here I'm going to click on Add Customer. Next, in order to start transferring data from this tab to this website, all what you need to do is to just write double slashes, where you will find many things here. So you want to write an email, so you are going to find the labels existing on the right, but unfortunately since this person does not has an email, as we said before, I'm going to try another person. So let me just back step to my LinkedIn account and search for another person who actually uses an email. Then I'm going to show you how you can start migrating this data. So for example, this person, I'm going to check first with Magical if he has an email or not existing in this page. So if I clicked on find email, he actually uses an email in his account. So by going back to add customer and clicking double slashes, you will find that all the data here exists by clicking this double slashes with the labels existing on the right. So since I'm interested in filling the email, I will go to the email here and click on it, and the first name has been transferred automatically. To fill the last name, I will write double slashes and I will search for last name. I will do the same for account, but account is a drop down menu, so I'm just going to leave it. Job title, I'm going to write double slashes. Then I'm going to search for headline. And for mobile, I'm going to write double slashes, then search for a mobile. Since it does not exist here, I'm going to click on this drop down menu and search for a mobile. But since it does not exist, so it's possible that this person has not added a mobile phone to his account, so it's okay. And I'm going to click on save. This is how easy you can add a new customer to your CRM panels or any other type of websites without having to fill information and wasting your time on this, because Magical will do all this for you. So the second feature is, as we said before, adding automated message to send to your customers or clients. So let's say I want to add a message for a specific person asking how he is doing in his company. So I'm going to write hi. First name is a placeholder which changes with changing the web page and the information contained within. So I'm going to write how are you doing in. Then I'm going to add a new placeholder, which is done by clicking on this small icon on the left. Then I'm going to choose, let me search for, okay, instead of searching for dozens of data, I'm going to write company. Then I'm going to choose company name. Perfect. So I'm going to save it, but before saving, I need to add a trigger, which is an identification for Magical that I need to pull this message right now. So let's say I will name this trigger as hello, but there is a problem if I added this trigger like this, which is Magical will be distracted. If I wrote hello like a normal word, Magical will not identify whether I need this hello word as an ordinary word or as a trigger. So it's more wise to identify your trigger with a symbol like the @ symbol, for example, so that it will not be accidentally activated once you write a normal word. So if I saved my data like this, and now I want to use this template or this message with any other website, like for example Gmail. So if I chose to write an email, so I have two options to use this template now, is whether to add this trigger that I have created before, and you will find that once you do this, just give it a couple of seconds, and now it pops up showing the pre-saved message that we have designed before. So there are the two placeholders that we have created before. So now in order to accomplish and finalize this message, you need to head to each placeholder and choose what to write inside. So if you have a web page that is open while doing this step, by clicking on this placeholder, you will find that it will suggest a name and a company name based on the web page that you have opened. So basically you can write a name here, or you can just click on it and choose based on the web pages that you opened during finalizing this message. So if you want another way to get this message done, you can write double slashes and you will find all the triggers that you have in Magical. And if you want to write just the first initial of your command, you will find all the commands or all the triggers that contain the simple @. So if you don't remember the actual name of the trigger, you can just write this code and you will find all the triggers that you have saved before, and you can use it from this list. Now the final feature that I'm going to discuss in this tutorial is the automatic replies that are provided by Magical. So let's say I chose this offer, for example, and I want to respond on it, but I don't want to waste time while responding on this offer. So I can just scroll downward until I find this magical symbol, which shows me 3 automatic replies. The first one is yes, and if I clicked on yes, it will write an acceptance for this offer. However, if you clicked on no, it will write a rejection. And finally, if you chose custom, it will ask you about some details through which it can use to make a response that fits your own inserts and your own input. So basically in this tutorial we have discussed 3 major features: how to scrape data using Magical. We also discussed how to make an automatic reply and an automatic message that will be called out once you activate a specific trigger. And finally we have discussed automatic replies that are provided by Magical, which are the yes, no, or custom. So this is pretty much it, and this is how easy you can use Magical as a complete beginner. So that's it for this video, guys. If you like this content and you want to receive more AI business hacks and tips, make sure to subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in more tutorials. Until then, take care and have a beautiful day.